Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Tar Heels will put total leather and we'll get started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. A first down for the offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistake.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, it's a great job by the offensive line moving to the unblocked defender and giving their quarterback a beautiful pocket to throw to there.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Makes one man miss. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Miami. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And he intercepts it. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The quick out. Powers through. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Going up top on 1st down. He's got it. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
28, North Carolina, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
First down here for the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
North Carolina, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. A delay of game penalty, just a mistake. Can't have happen at this point of the game and this part of the field. One final play before the end of the quarter. Right back to the well. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter.
Miami 35, North Carolina 0.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, North Carolina.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. He's looking downfield to throw. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Give him 6. Touchdown, K.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just main.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab inside the 30. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Brings up second down.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to the ground with the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Takes the handoff. It's Washington.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me up.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little more. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On second down, looking again to throw. Got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right. And he's got it at the tag. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they will score. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
North Carolina, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room.
And with a young team and an inexperienced team, I'm okay going into halftime here, trailing and not trying to do too much at the end of the half. You just get your guys back in the locker room, coach them up, make the adjustments you've got to make, and instill in them the belief and confidence they can come back here and win the game in the second half.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a fourth down.
That Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now
gonna let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And that ball's free behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. Oh, he wants it all. Snatches it on the run. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Hurricane. And the punishment has been extended.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Carolina, 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback checking off. They'll toss it to the left. At the 35, he's open. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
They'll give it to him again.
At the 43-yard line. Brings up 2nd
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Quarterback will keep it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 70, North Carolina 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They'll run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
A long way to go for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a 1st and goal after the pick. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
3 and 25.
Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out fast. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still...
He's going up top. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Washington. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over West Virginia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense set on 1st down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. And the quarterback takes a knee. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end, as they will concede defeat. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Corners are going to bail. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to burn this defensive back. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just